Today, Honor announced that the Magic V5 will be available starting next month. It's going to have a Chinese release date on July 2nd. Now, typically, this does not mean that the global model is going to be available that soon. With a lot of these Chinese makers, they will announce the phone early, but then the global model won't be available for a few months. Just take a look at the Xiaomi 15 from last year. It was technically the very first Snapdragon 8 Elite chipset device on the market, but it was China only all the way until February, actually March, when MWC happened and they announced the entire Xiaomi 15 series for Europe and other global markets. So we're expecting that the Honor Magic V5 will be available in September at IFA. This is also where they announced the Magic V3 globally last year, so it would make sense. Now we have Samsung's Android XR headset. This is Project Muhan, which we've seen at a few other events already. We even got a demo over at Google I/O last month in May. And Google and Samsung both said that the device would be available later this year. Well, now we have a little bit more of a firm date as to when that's going to happen. According to sources coming out of Korea, it looks like there will be an announcement on September 29th, and then it'll be available on October 13th. Now, that September 29th date sounds very plausible because Samsung does typically announce their Galaxy FE devices in late September, and they're available in October. So that's what we're expecting to see again with the Galaxy S25 FE this year. And then there's TikTok. Trump has decided to extend the deadline for the US ban on TikTok yet again. This is the third time that Trump has extended this ban since he took office only in January. Hasn't even been 6 full months yet. And because of that, one has to wonder if it's actually ever going to get banned or if we're just going to keep seeing this extension happen every 3 months or so. However, the Trump administration is still hopeful that they will find a US buyer for TikTok that China will also approve of, because that's one of the big issues with this ban is that not only does the US need to find an American buyer for TikTok, they also need China to approve of it, which is unlikely to happen because they don't want to lose TikTok. Of course, you can read up more on these stories and a lot more news that's coming out today over at AndroidHeadlines.com, and the links to all 3 of these stories will be down in the description below.